Chapter 10, The Guest Whose Name Was Hidden. The house welcomed Rowan with a silence so absolute it was almost cruel. No groan of hinges, no whisper of wind. Just the faint smell of old smoke, lavender, and something metallic, like rust or dried blood. He stepped over the threshold. The door closed behind him without sound. Rowan paused. He looked up. The ceiling above the entryway bore a mural, faded, peeling, forgotten, but now it shimmered. A family tree, stretching into fractal branches. But instead of names, there were faces, blurred by time. One of them pulsed faintly. Rowan felt sick. He walked forward, boots echoing on cold wood. The hall shifted slightly beneath his weight, as if adjusting to him. He did not yet know the rooms were rearranging behind him. That portraits blinked when he wasn't looking. That somewhere above, a clock had begun ticking backward in perfect time with his heartbeat. A hallway opened to his right. He followed it. Room of misdirection. It looked like a living room, once. Now it was lined with chairs, none of them matching, each facing a blank television that hissed with static and fog. One flickered on as he passed. It showed a home video. A boy, a woman. Him, and his mother. A birthday cake with no candles. A tune hummed off-key. She was crying while she sang. The tape looped. Reversed, played again, her face distorted slightly each time. Rowan turned away. The next doorway was already open. Above, the house reacts. A door on the third floor opened to nothing. Just black space, humming. A painting wept. The long hallway of sealed rooms, those holding the failed Somberdeeps, shivered. One of the doors unlocked. And somewhere below, in the basin chamber, a hairline crack appeared in the stone edge. Rowan's descent. He descended a staircase that hadn't existed moments before. Each step bore a word carved into it, but they were written in mirror script. He didn't try to read them. He felt them. They were names. He was halfway down when he heard it, a voice. Faint, female, familiar. Don't open the red door, R.O. That's where the forgetting lives. His mother's voice. He reached the bottom. There were 3 doors. One was red. He stepped toward it. Below, the door that asks. Oren stared at the inscription. Which of you is real? The question curled off the wood like smoke. The door had no knob. Just the words, endlessly recarving themselves as if uncertain of their own phrasing. Elias pressed his palm to it. Nothing. Talia tried to speak aloud. Her voice vanished halfway through the sentence. Only Luna moved differently. She stepped forward, not boldly, but with familiarity. I've heard this question before, she said. In dreams. It never asks for truth. It asks for surrender. Oren turned to her. Surrender what? Whichever part of you is never supposed to survive. The vapor from the basin still curled faintly from their clothes. Oren felt his own face fracture in his thoughts. The man who left, the man who stayed, the man who forgot. He stepped closer. I think it's not asking who is real, he said slowly. It's asking who is willing to be. Luna nodded. Then we go through together. But not as fragments. Elias placed the broken key against the door. It didn't fit. Talia pulled the comb from her pocket. Set it against the door. It didn't move. Oren held up the tooth. The cloth unraveled as he did. It began to hum. Luna touched the feather to the door. And the words changed. Then come in, and leave your name behind. The door breathed. Opened. Above, Rowan, at the red door. He reached out. Touched the red handle. The instant he did, the entire house shivered. Not violently, but deeply. A vibration that rang all the way down the root spine. Below, the glowing corridor dimmed for a heartbeat. The walls flickered. The 4 turned. Someone's here, Elias whispered. Someone new. Oren's eyes narrowed. No, he said. Someone old, but buried. The door yawned wider before them. And deep beneath the house, in a chamber not yet reached, something opened its eyes for the first time in a century. And it remembered a name that was not supposed to exist.